How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of a itty-bitty pale ale time in the form of Icarus Brewing. It's their Burgee. Yeah. This is a 5.4% alcohol by volume, oated and weeded Northeast-style American pale ale, hopped with Citra and Mandarina Bavaria. Okay, fair enough. Then copiously dry hopped with Lupulin Mosaic, Lupulin Sabro, and Nelson Sauvin. A lot of hops go in that little beer. Yeah, this was canned 2 weeks ago. And it says, "Do you have a flag?" There you go. You can check that out. Because that's what Burgees are. There's the little flags up there. They're kind of like a boating thing. They look like pennants, like pennants for baseball and stuff like that. Anyway, love me some Icarus. It's been a while since I had one not too long ago. It was a collab though. This one comes courtesy of my buddy Mike. And we'll see how this sucker lands. That is dark. Really, really, really dark. Wow. You're talking about 5.4% alcohol by volume, kind of hazy. That crumbly, soapy head. I don't know. The last one I got from Mike was a collab between Abomination and Icarus, and it kind of was dark too. So, dude, what are you doing to your beers? We'll see what's what. But yeah, I mean, okay. Hopefully, it shows a little bit better. Let's get a nose. Actually smells really nice. It's just citrus, peach skin, a little bit of vinous kind of characteristic, easily leaning heavily in that direction. It's bright, it's light. Actually smells a little bit heftier than 5.4%. There's a nice sweet maltiness to it. It's almost like a nectarine kind of peach juiciness. That's the way the kind of sweetness kind of comes off. Not much as far as bittering. Smells really, really nice. Just that the color is quite a bit darker than what you'd expect. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. That's nice. There's a little bit of nutty malt characteristic. There's really not much as far as oxidation goes. That's what you're kind of concerned with when it comes to a beer that's this light, this low ABV, but it's that dark. Maybe a touch oxidation, but nothing too criminal. Maybe it's kind of on the beginning stages of that, turning a little bit darker, but it hasn't really affected the beer all that much. The way the hops kind of come off and that super vibrant kind of rich citrusy tropical fruit and peach skinniness and vinousness, you kind of get all of that, and the taste is just much, much smaller. Now you would be like, okay, maybe that's a bit of nefariousness going on, but you're talking about a 5.4% beer, so it's not that big to begin with. It drinks like it's supposed to, even though that impact in the nose was much, much bigger. It drinks like it's supposed to. It's got a little bit of softness to it, nothing too creamy, nothing too water nerdy about it. Nice soft mouthfeel to it, nice expression of hops. There's a little bit of nutty malt characteristic. That could be a combination with that kind of wheated portion of the show. That's kind of sometimes I get a nuttiness from wheat in combination with just a slight skosh of oxidation. That's not really all that overtly negative. I like that kind of addition of that kind of wheat characteristic and that nutty characteristic. Done and done. It's a tasty little ABV beer. I mean, nice, well done. It is definitely way better than it looks. Let's put it that way. Not that looks really matter all that much in beer. I mean, listen, we drink hazy IPAs. You know, we're not winning any kind of beauty pageants here. But when you talk about a 5.4% hazy, you just don't expect that level of darkness to it. But it tastes like it should look. Like it's lighter, crisp, drinkier. That's a word. It's not crisp. It's crisp, but also at the same time soft. It's not like that super nerdy mouthfeel that I was talking about earlier. It just has this kind of snappiness. It's basically what I'm going for, while at the same time not being a thin beer. And just overall, tasty little jammer. So there you go. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better, lower ABV, hop-forward beers that I've had. It's really worthy of being in the conversation. Not towards the top, not Mount Rushmore status, but tasty nonetheless. Value and availability. I mean, I'm almost guaranteeing you can find this at bottle shops and stuff like that, especially during COVID times. It might be a brewery that only pick up, but chances are it is something that hits distro. Closer you are to Icarus, the closer or the easier it probably is to get. Let's put it that way. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you just like a low ABV hop forward beers, you're talking about sub 6%, hop expressive, well done, easily drinkable, fruit juice level kind of hazy. that's what you're into, you'll be into this. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little Icarus right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.